Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. You guys know what time it is. Time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And today I'm going to do a social commentary video. It's going to be a social commentary video because it's one of these things that just strikes me as interesting about this community sometimes. So let me put on my plus 5 out of speechcraft and let's talk about this. All right. Now, I think people are going to understand my logic once I kind of explain it a little bit. And I'm not even being judgmental. But we just watched this video with Kane, Sumabat, and Jeff Nippard sitting around smoking weed together for like 20 minutes and giggling like little schoolgirls all high and, you know, again, acting ridiculous. And Kane over there could barely speak. I don't know if the guy is normally like that, but he can barely even speak. He's pretty much incoherent. He's almost incapable of communication. I don't know if he was just that high or if he's maybe used way too many different drugs or something in his life and it's affected his ability to be cognizant. But it was pretty obvious that there was an issue. And they were both obviously under the influence of a lot of stuff. And the point we get with this is that these are guys who pull this whole Natty thing. I'm Natty, I'm Natty. Yet they are people who have made their entire careers and livelihoods off of endeavors that would benefit financially from PEDs and anabolics, right? Is anyone going to question that? If someone is making their living off their physique as a model or a trainer or a coach or anything else and making serious money, we all generally agree that even if they're genetically gifted, they cash in their Natty card, they're going to make more money, right? They're going to make more money. Now, when it comes over to some of this stuff, why is it that we discourage PED use? It's nothing to do with it cheating. Because if putting something into your body and getting extra results as a result of it was something that's discouraged, we would all discourage creatine, right? Poor people say you can't compare creatine to anabolics. Yes, you can. It's something you're putting into your body hoping to get a benefit from. Either improved recovery, improved strength, improved muscle mass, improved gains in some way. That is why you take it. It's the only reason you guys take any supplement. Because they're legal and they're low side effect. And hopefully you're going to get gains from them, right? That's why you take them. That's it. There's no other reason. The exact same reason people use anabolics. There's literally no difference there as far as the reasons why. The effects are different. But the reasons are the same. Why do we discourage PED use? Not because it's cheating, because creatine would be cheating technically under the same definitions. Proven to help with your gains slightly. Proven. Numerous studies, independent studies have proven it. So we discourage it because oftentimes it's illegal. But why is it illegal? Because of health risk, right? And that's a good reason not to take something. Hey, if we have something that can potentially harm your health, it's bad for you. Even if you're going to get benefits from it, real benefits from it, serious benefits from it, it's generally discouraged because it's bad for you. Potential risk. And it's up to each person. You know, when we're talking about a legal situation, if something is legal, it's up to each person to decide, do the pros outweigh the cons? Do what they're going to get from it, is it going to outweigh the risk and the consequences of it? Realistically speaking, and I'm stating this as someone who actually believes in the legalization of marijuana, I want to make that clear. I do not think a single person should be sitting in jail anywhere for possessing or smoking this stuff, okay? I want to make that clear. I don't think that that's just. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's reasonable. It's just not. It's a relatively minor risk substance. Relatively minor risk. In the same category that steroids are, actually. I place it around the same level of risk, objectively speaking. Not the same level of risk. Both have some potential health consequences. Now, people say, well, there's some medical uses. Actually, the medical uses are very minimal for both of them. They're relatively rare. With weed, the actual smoking it, the health benefits are non-existent. Right? You can take a CBD oil or something and get a better health benefit without the risk of smoking something. Smoking anything is bad for you. Smoking anything will shorten your life. Smoking anything will harm your health. Smoking anything will harm your fitness. So these are two guys who are going to sit around using recreational stuff, in this case weed. It harms your health. And they're doing that just for fun. But at the same time, they want us to believe that moderate to low risk substances, because most dabblers in anabolics, it is relatively low risk. It's about on the same level of risk as smoking some weed once a day. It really is. And most people who've really researched it will agree with that. They understand that. People say, well, no one's ever killed anybody on weed. Actually, there's research on that. 1 in 20 people become violent on marijuana, actually. The majority mellow out. That's most of the people. 9 out of 10 people you see, they mellow out. Right? 9 out of 10 people. 1 in 20, actually, it induces some psychosis and rage in. And there's data on that. It's a very small number, but it's there. So you can't even claim, well, there's all these, there's similar levels of risk, guys. There really is. So they're going to do that, but then they're going to claim that they didn't ever use and don't use substances that would improve their income. Now, these are people whose whole lives and passion revolves around lifting and fitness. This is their passion. You're telling me that they're willing to put harmful substances into their body because it makes them feel good and it's fun? You don't think testosterone does some of that? You don't think there's any feel-good benefits to test? Come on. I would hope you guys realize there is. There are people who like anabolics purely for some of the psychological benefits. So, that being said, though, you come over to that point. They want us to believe that they'll sit around and get high and do recreational drugs for fun, but they wouldn't take the same level of risk to triple the amount of money they make? Are we serious? I mean, is anyone taking that seriously? The sheer stupidity of such a claim? Or the guys who admit to doing other stuff? I mean, how many guys do you have in the fitness industry who've admitted to party drugs? Ecstasy, cocaine, or pop some Xanax and stuff, right? How many guys out there admit to this stuff? A ton of them. Who claim natural but they won't use steroids? Well, what's the only problem with steroids? That they're risky. They could potentially risk your health. That's it. That's the only reason not to do them. And like I said, that's a pretty good reason. That's the same reason I don't recommend smoking marijuana. I don't think it should be illegal for you. I think it should be your choice. If you're an adult, you're a grown-ass man, it should be your choice to decide what to do with that. And I'm not going to knock your choice, right? That's your choice. But it carries health risks. There's no difference there, and a lot of these other things that we're talking about carry a higher health risk than moderate users of anabolics. That's higher health risk. So all these people, they want to run around and talk about how natural they are, but then they'll use party drugs, but they won't use drugs. They would never, because they're so pure, they would never use drugs to enhance their muscle mass or their physique or their performance. That again are only outlawed and banned because of the health risks. That is the reason they are listed even for sports. Okay, I want people to understand that. That is the only reason they are banned in sports. The health consequences to protect our children. That's the reason lawmakers give when they give the speeches about when they discuss this stuff and debate it. When it's gone before the Congress in the United States, that was the topic. They're outlawed because of the health risk. And the risk to our children and our teenage athletes getting on them, okay? That is the entirety. That is 100% of the reason for it. There is literally no other reason ever stated legally. That's it. So these people are willing to take health risks to get high, but they're not willing to take health risks to make an extra $100,000 a year and to do better at the things that they're passionate about. I'm sorry, but that's complete and utter BS. And anyone who buys that, anybody that you're following out there who sits around getting high or doing party drugs but claims that they're so pure that they don't use anabolics, that is a total cop-out. That is total BS. The only reason they're saying that is because there's a certain counterculture that says, hey man, it's not cool to use anabolics because they're bad for you and they're cheating or whatever. But all of that only comes down to they're only considered cheating because they're against rules. They're only against rules because of the health risks. The same health risks that you get from party drugs and recreational drugs. There's no difference. There's literally no difference other than one of them makes you act goofy and giggle and not be able to talk and makes you hungry. I mean, like I said, I'm not really a fan based on my own experiences. And it makes them sit around and giggle and act like schoolgirls. And the other one could actually put muscle on them and enhance their careers. But they'll do one but not the other. I mean, anybody who's actually buying that, if you are actually buying that line of bullshit, I have some real estate for sale for you. Contact me. Let me know. I've got some amazing oceanfront property over in Arizona that I will let you have for pennies on the dollar. Because you are a complete sucker. You're a complete idiot if you believe that. And that's just reality, guys. Just calling it like it is. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.